Sitting next to the New River Gorge Park and Preserve, the town of Fayetteville is certainly busy and, dare we say, crowded during the warmer seasons. But what happens when the chill of winter sets in? Newswatch decided to pay a visit to Fayetteville's Visitor Center on this cold and snowy day to find out.
Tourism is an important part of Fayetteville's economy, and that is even more true when the weather takes a turn.
We had several people come in Monday and it was a little bit sketchier out, and we still had people coming in the visitor center looking for hikes to go on to enjoy the views, and a pretty decent traffic for a snowstorm.
The cold weather and especially snow actually provide an opportunity to see the park in a different way, as well as allowing you to avoid peak season traffic.
In the wintertime, it's one of the few seasons, like when we have snow like this, where you can get out on some of the trails that would normally be really crowded. Like the Hawk's Nest Rail Trail is beautiful when the waterfalls start to freeze and you see the big giant icicles. It's one of the few times that you can kind of sneak out on Endless Wall Trail without there being a big crowd. So it's kind of time to take advantage of those.
There is obviously a slowdown in tourism as the cold season takes over. However, the small businesses around the New River National Park still have to make ends meet and prepare as winter is coming.
You know, that's a huge challenge, and one of the reasons that we've kind of started pushing shoulder season marketing more is because this is a hard time if you own a small business in Fayetteville in the winter months when we don't see the crowds. Another reason that we push to do events like Wizard Weekend to try to bring big crowds here in the wintertime. But yeah, I'd say it's definitely a struggle if anybody, even if you're local, like now's the time to go in and buy a sandwich or shop in a shop.
During winter, there is certainly still interest among those not from the area in visiting. And sometimes, winter is its own attraction.
And we're getting more people that are just calling in, and they'll even ask us, like, what's the upcoming forecast, just because they maybe are coming from down south and they just want to experience snow for the first time. We, have to be careful when we're marketing for the winter and being realistic about the conditions, because winter means snow. It means, tougher conditions trying to travel in.
There are some great and popular events that take place in Fayetteville during the winter months. These events are not only an attraction in themselves, but a boon to local small businesses that could use the boost.
We do a few winter events. Our next big one is going to be Wizard Weekend next weekend. That'll be our huge winter event. We've got that coming up January 26th through the 28th. We've got stuff kicking off Friday, and then Saturday a full day of events, and Sunday we'll have the Quidditch game, Falconer, all sorts of fun. And then we've also got in February the Fayette Songwriters Festival, so we have a few winter events coming up.
Reporting from Fayetteville, this is Mike Teeney with senior photojournalist Danny Delaney, Newswatch 4.